If I were a lion and you were a tuna, I would swim out in the middle of the ocean and freaking eat you! And then I'd bang your tuna girlfriend.
Actually, my problem's not medical. It's psychological.
What's up? Oh, that's what's up. Morning, guys. What's going on? Beautiful Wednesday morning here. So we got some fluffing clouds. It's windy. I think the wind has actually died down. Yesterday it was hella crazy. All day into today, we got mixed clouds with blue sky. Clouds are looking fluff. What is up today? We got another interior BC job today, going to Kamloops. Yesterday I went to CCT, because I'm always like, CCT? CTT. My bad, sorry. And got another rental trailer, pretty much the same thing that I got yesterday. Or the last time when I went to field, bro gave me hats. I like this one, this is nice. Snapback, flex fit, for CTT, get it right. Canadian truck, what was it again? I thought it was Canadian Truck and Trailer Sales. I looked at it this morning because I put it in the video. I'm sorry guys, I'm bad. I always get it mixed up with something else for some reason, but for all your rental trailer needs, they got a whole bunch of stuff. Whether you grain, sand, RGN, stuff like we're doing. We got the super low pro trombone. I think they got a flip over ramp style stiff necks, just plain stiff necks, Super Bs. I'm pretty sure they got the low pro Super Bs too. Just kind of looking through their flyer the other day when I was waiting to grab my trailer, so I'm sure they got more than I'm missing something. But if you need a trailer rental here in Red Deer, we rent trailers from them frequently, and I see them going up and down the road, the guys that are hauling sand, because there's a lot of sand hauling going on in Alberta, and there's a lot of those rental trailers, like from all over. Lots of different companies have them. So we got to go to Camrose, 3 of us, 5 tanks, go to T-bed, knock them down in Camrose, set them up, and me and the T-bed double suck in, and then we got one other truck, the T8 high hood, is grabbing 1. Lucky. I'd rather haul 2 versus 1, especially when it's windy. Not that it matters when you got lots of power, because you're just burning fuel, but we're gonna travel to Kamloops today via Highway 5. Meet pilots at the border. We'll get to see how burnt Jasper is, because I haven't been through there. They had an amazing fire of some sort, well, devastation, and ruined most of the town. So Jasper is like the jewel of Alberta, so is Banff. The 2 spots in Alberta that are like quite picturesque, if you don't mind me saying, you know what I mean? So Jasper and Banff, and any Lake Louise. Banff, Lake Louise are south of Calgary. Jasper is southwest of Hinton. You get more like Edmonton people, Jasper, more Calgary people going to Banff. So it's way more polished and expensive. They're both expensive. All those places in the mountains, they just gouge you. Like, hey, can I park here? Yeah, it'll be $100. Oh, you want to visit our park? You better get a pass. Like, no. We usually go on holidays, and yeah, you should get a pass. Obviously, it pays for a lot of things, so it's like $20. I think it's 25 now. I don't know. I haven't been in a while, so I don't know. Alright, there's a small problem. Valves are still on and the hoses are still hooked up. The way this one sits, it needs a pilot. Dan's making the jacking off motion right here. This one's got valves that'll stick straight up top. It'll be over height. We talked to the owner that's buying these tanks and we decided to cut this stuff off and that. We got some things to deal with. We gotta get all these valves off and these rotten hoses. Tanks had calcium in them. We're taking these first 4 and the blue one on the end. Gonna be tricky to get out of here.
Yeah,
it's all gonna catch on all that stuff down there.
Somebody's gonna have to do some climbing with a chain, dude.
Climbing? No, you can do it from the roll. But then there's that. This is gonna have to come off, or we're gonna need a pilot car right here in Alberta. Even though that's sticking out too, I don't know. Well, I'll take some measurements, tape measure. Tried our best to take this door off and we were just going to toss it inside the tank for transportation, but the electric impact wouldn't even touch these nuts. We asked the customer if we could torch all this stuff off since it doesn't affect holding the fluid in the tank, and he agreed to yes, so that's what we did. some reason I decided to use GoPro. It shut off at some point. Still got half the battery life, so I don't know what I got and what I don't got.
Up north in Canada, 25,000 people have been evacuated from the town of Jasper in Alberta. You may know it as the gateway to Canada's biggest national park. There are no reports of injuries. However, officials say anywhere from 30 to 50% of the town's structures are potentially damaged. About 176 wildfires have been burning across the province, including 54 that officials say are burning out of control tonight.
So we go to Banff. On the way home we find the unicorn. I thought unicorn was so extinct, but unicorn live in Banff.
Had some malfunction with the window this morning. Window's down, won't go up. Got the pilots ready to rip.
I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pretty how you work hard for me, while forgetting how to talk. Nah, I don't like no humble beats. Just go and slice it up. Now it's time to marinate, and right after we're done, I like it when you're looking like that. Don't like it when you shit, chat shit. I like it when you're looking like that. Oh, shy to find my reaction. I like it
It's a little bit rainy out right now, kind of sucks. Clean truck is getting dirty. Vailmont right now. 155 a liter, like holy, welcome to BC. Breakfast and coffee.
oh, shy to find my reaction. I like it when you look like that. Don't wanna watch a bugger with a white mouth. Just like it when you're looking like it. No sweets, no rush, can't fight my attraction. Don't think twice, I'm here for a moment. No, I like him better. I got a church place somewhere and I'll make it last forever. I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pretty how you work hard for me, while forgetting how to talk. Now I don't like no humble beats. Just go and suss it up. Now it's time to marinate, and right after we're done, I've been giving you the worst of me. Give me a second, let me do weapon. I'm no vegan, agreed. I'm off the leash. Go down on your knees. Bitch, I got PhD. I'm all that you need. You just give me those. I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pretty how you work hard for me, while forgetting how to talk. Now I don't like no humble beats. Just go and suss it up. Now it's time to marinate, and right after we're done,
So it turns out the signs that I was reading, I was like, said Highway 1 was closed. I was like, what the fuck? Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. BC time. So instead of wasting an hour waiting, turn around, got fuel at Shuswap there, or Salmon Arm Co-op, and we took 97B across from there to 97A, and that's what we're on now. We'll come out at Sycamoose. I was back of the line because I took my sweet detour, and I was like, dude, road's closed. They're like, no, that's for something else. I'm like, all right, you guys didn't turn off? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep coming. C5 coming through. It is beautiful through here, for sure. The road is sure twisty though. Bicycle. So yeah, not gonna make it home today now either, because we got screwed loading with wasting so much time. We couldn't meet our pilots in time, so we had to meet our pilots this morning. That put us the travel from Alberta BC border there at Jasper to Kamloops, right? So that put us like 5 hours behind to where we should have been. And in turn, 5 hours further away from, if we were in Kamloops, we would have been able to get home no problem. It's only 8 hours, so it's turning into a 3-day event. Well, 2 and 3, 2.5. Let's call it that. I do love driving around down here, but yeah, that's where we're up now. This is where we are. Just enjoy the views, I guess. I'm gonna have way too much footage, but I'll make something, you know. Try to show only the important stuff, you know. I don't know. I like seeing this stuff because I never get to do it. That's why I take so much footage of these drives, is because I never get down here. So to me, it's looking back someday and being like, oh yeah, that was cool. It's always intriguing how BC has their stuff laid out and how people live down here compared to Albertans. I like it. It's a lot more chill. It's warmer, which it's only 18 right now. We've had warm weather in Alberta too, but this is definitely more pleasing on the eyeball. guys seeing the rest of the trip from here. We're back at Crossfields again. So we did like a full circle of all the gems of Alberta has to offer and BC. Thanks for watching. This will be too long, I know it, but it's too awesome, so I had to put it in. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.